Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing a wear test on a new drugstore foundation, and it is the Revlon Photo Ready Insta-FILTER foundation. And everybody is really going off of the Instagram theme with having really perfect skin in real life. But that's okay, because I love when foundations claim to be full coverage, give you a flawless finish, because that's what I look for in a foundation anyways. I want to look good on and off camera, you know what I'm saying? I figured I would go ahead and just do like a wear test with this and not a first impressions. I did film a first impressions, I just didn't complete it because we went out that night and then I went to bed and I didn't finish it. I figured why not do a wear test? I know you guys like those as well, so that's what we're going to be doing today. So if you're interested in seeing my thoughts on this foundation, then definitely keep watching and don't forget to subscribe before you leave. So let's just go ahead and get started. So I've just been using my favorite primers with this. We have the Smashbox Primer Water and also the Natasha Denona Magic Primer. First time I tried it was with this primer, and I haven't changed it since. Like, you guys know I love the Canon Austin Mattifying Primer. But since I've been loving the Natasha Denona one so much with it, I've just been sticking with it. And that's how I'm going to demonstrate it for you today. So I'm going to go ahead and just put my hair back and apply the primer water first, and then this one in my T-zone. And we're putting this to the test today because I have to travel today, and travel is always a huge test for me with like foundations and stuff, because we really get to see if it lasts well on my oily skin. Normally when I'm traveling, I don't have time to blot. Like, I'm not blotting my face, you know, I'm not sitting there in the airport line like blotting away or in the car driving. I just really expect my foundations to last, not make me super oily, and to not break up on me. So that's what we're testing today. Like, when I first tried this when we were going out, it lasted really well on our night out. Like, it was very, very nice. If you're wondering, my hands are lighter than my chest because for some reason my self tanner just doesn't last long on my hands. I think it's just because I wash my hands so much. So I want to say, when I first tried out this foundation, I looked online and it had 2 reviews and 2.5 stars. And I was like, oh no, that is not good. It is $17.99 a piece, which is super expensive. I think they could definitely lower that price down. I mean, this is supposed to be a drugstore brand, but they are probably the highest priced drugstore brand that I have come across, at least that I've seen. Maybelline got a little bit pricey with their Gigi Hadid, but I think that's just because they collabed with her. But for the most part, they stay on the more affordable side. Revlon has definitely been raising their prices. Don't know why, but they're definitely more expensive now than they used to be. But right now on Ulta, they're having buy one, get one 50% off. And in this foundation, you have 3, 6, 9, 12 different shades. So you don't have too many to choose from, but there are 12 shades. It says that the Revlon Photo Ready Insta-FILTER foundation is a flawless finish foundation with a built-in blender to make you look as good in person as you do online. The sponge applicator makes it easy to blend foundation. The innovative formula works with your skin type to even smooth skin tone. Full range of high definition shades, fresh face, natural finish, medium buildable coverage. High definition filter technology captures and transforms any light to blur and soften flaws, leaving the perfect app filtered look. And it's SPF 20 all day wear. I personally like to apply this with a brush. I feel like the blender is just like it's so pointless. Like, there's no sense in even applying your foundation with it. What the sponge did to me is it gave me more light coverage, and it was super streaky. Like, I could not get an even base with it. It just wasn't my favorite. Also, when you have this, you need to keep the top of this foundation. If you shake this without the top, it is going to get absolutely everywhere because it just comes out the little hole right here, and it'll just get all over your clothes. I've already done that. If you follow me on Snapchat, I had like foundation all over, and I was like, cool. So make sure you keep this top, otherwise shaking it is just going to suck because it's going to get absolutely everywhere. You do need to shake this foundation to mix it all up, and the way you dispense it is just twisting this when the top is off and it comes out the little hole onto the sponge. The actual packaging, I do like this packaging. I feel like we could have just gone with a pump though, you know what I mean? I think this foundation just works better with a brush. I have 2 different shades. We have 330 Natural Tan, 240 Medium Beige. I kind of just went from one spectrum to another. I'm going to be going more for the Medium Beige 240, but I might mix in a little bit of 330. I'm just going to be using this Smashbox brush, which is the full coverage foundation brush. So I'm going to go ahead and shake this up. Again, do not shake this up without the top. It'll be a mess. Again, it is really messy on the sponge, as you can see, but I'm just going to twist some out. You can see it come out there. And I'm just going to put some on the back of my hand. I'm actually just going to go with 240 for now. I feel like this will be okay for me. Might be a good shade. 330 was even too dark for me when I was super self-tan, so I had to mix the two to get like my perfect color. Instead of buying a shade that's in between these, I'm just going to stick with having these two and mixing them because this one also oxidized on my skin. Just keep that in mind. I feel like this foundation does oxidize quite a bit. I would go maybe like a shade below what your natural shade is and just see how that works for you. But I'm going to go ahead and take this sponge, I'm going to take this brush and do half of my face so you guys can see what it looks like. This is a very, very lightweight formula, and I feel like it blends out very well. And even throughout the day, it's just so lightweight. I will say I feel like you have to use quite a bit of product to get full coverage. You definitely want to press it in where you need extra coverage. So for me, that's in this area where I have rosacea. So I just press it in there. It does set very quickly, and it goes to like a powdery matte finish. It looks really pretty on the skin. Even up close, it just looks really, really nice. It doesn't look heavy. Even though I did have to use quite a bit of product, it doesn't look super cakey. The only thing with using a ton of product is that it just sucks because this is a $17 foundation from the drugstore. So it's like, I feel like you have to go in with quite a bit on your brush so that way you can really work with it and blend it out so it's not streaky. I feel like the applicator on this foundation just soaks up all of this product because it is such a thin consistency. It just took it all away. So that's why I really recommend a brush to blend it out, because otherwise you're going to be sitting there forever trying to get foundation on your face. I mean, it's already kind of a process with the brush. It's a really hard product to recommend because it's so expensive. It's not even a fluid ounce. It's kind of hard to blend out, but it looks nice on the skin. This is what it looks like on the skin. It did dry very quickly. You can build it up to full coverage. You could also have medium coverage if you wanted to. So I did use quite a bit of product to get this coverage, but this is what it looks like. And it does set down to like a powdery finish. Like, give it a little bit to dry and it will set down to like this powdery matte finish. Concealers and everything like that lays on top of it really beautifully. Powders look really great on top of it as well. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and finish up my face, and then I'll come back and show you guys my completed makeup look and then take you throughout my busy day that I have today. Okay, so I'm back. I finished with my makeup, and what I used was the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder to set it all down, and then I used the new Victoria Beckham Estee Lauder bronzer in 02. Use this new NYX, which I just showed in my Ulta haul that you guys have already seen. Should have seen it before this one. The NYX 3 Steps to Sculpt. I use this to contour, and I use the yellow tone to like carve out my contour. And then to highlight, I used this Anastasia Glow Kit, and I used mainly Starburst, but I did add a little bit of Marshmallow in there as well. For lip color, I did use the Smashbox Always On Liquid Lip in Disorderly, and I just really like this color. This is what the makeup looks like in the foundation. I think it looks really good. I mean, even up close, my pores are not accentuated at all. I just think it looks really good. The one thing I will say is I am a little dry on my forehead right now. I'm not too sure why, but it looks a little bit like it's clinging to certain dry patches that I have on my forehead. So what I would recommend is, if you don't have oily skin, if you have dry skin, I would stay away from this one. I think it would really accentuate your dry skin. But if you have like combo skin with some dry patches, I would really make sure to exfoliate and like moisturize those areas and just make sure that it's nice and smooth for the foundation. Otherwise, it looks really great. Like from here down, it's like flawless, and it just looks really, really good. Again, it is so lightweight. This is what the color looks like after it kind of set on my skin. I will say it went to more of like a pinky tone, which I don't really like. But I think with concealer and everything else put on, you can't really tell too much. So anyways, that's our first update, and I'm going to take you guys throughout my day. Right now it is 2:14, so it's a little bit later, but I do have a long day ahead. So I figured I would take you guys along with me. I'll show you it in natural lighting and everything like that, and we'll just see how it wears. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next update. So I just made it to my hotel. How pretty is this? Oh, finally a hotel with a selfie mirror. And then we have this beautiful chandelier, the bed. I'm just here for one night, but I love this. I'm currently uploading. Right now, it is 10:18, and I was going to, let me show you. It's 10:18. I was going to show you guys an update on the foundation when I was on my way to the airport, but since it gets dark so late, I ran out of time. I just ate a turkey sandwich, so my lip color got on my chin, which is really strange for Smashbox liquid lips. They normally don't transfer like that, so I'm a little confused why it's down here. It's like completely off. So I'm gonna show you guys just a little bit closer. The best lighting in the world, but it's actually not doing too bad. I actually like it. I haven't powdered again. I'm sure if I put more powder on, it would look even better. Just kind of let it do its thing. Oh, this is messing me up right here. Yeah, right now still going strong. I think it doesn't look like super oily or anything. It's really nothing like super bad. I don't even know, how long has it been? It's 10:19. It's been quite a few hours, but I'm gonna wear it for a couple more hours and fix this makeup, and then I'll be back to finish off this full wear test and let you know what my thoughts are. Hey guys, so I'm here for my last update for the night. I did just take my lip Sex and the City's on. I'm in New York. It's only appropriate. It's actually the last update I'm gonna do because I've got to go to bed. I have to be up in like a few hours. I don't know why I'm still up. And so it is 1:56 right now. It definitely started to get a little cakey here in this area and look a little heavy, but it's not terrible. Let me see if I can like pull out some of this with a tissue. And this is how it looked the last time I tried it as well. So you get some product that comes off. Yeah, and it kind of starts to separate. I feel like it's not terrible, but again, it's one of those things that you're gonna have to decide if you want to purchase because it is so expensive. I like it. I don't think it's, I mean, how long has it been? It's been like 12 hours now. 10? It's been like 10 hours. It didn't do bad at all. It did great on the airplane. I normally get super oily in my T-zone after a flight, and I didn't get that oily after my flight today. I didn't even blot after my flight, but I have heard, like I posted my drugstore haul just a few minutes ago, and I had some people saying that they absolutely hated the foundation. And I will say, if you have dry skin, I would just not even touch it with a 10-foot pole because I feel like it will cling to all your dry patches. I feel like it'll cling to all your dry patches and you would just absolutely hate it. Would I recommend it? I mean, there's a difference between liking it and recommending it. I feel like I like it, but I don't know if I should recommend it because it is so expensive. You have to use a lot of product. You don't even get a fluid out. So I'm gonna say you could pass on it. I mean, there's more cons than pros. But if you want to try it out, I recommend trying it out. Wet n Wild's like what, $5 or $6? This was almost $18, and the Wet n Wild one lasted just as well as this one did, and it looks a little bit better on the skin. It's up to you if you want to try it or not. It's not the worst thing that's ever happened to the drugstore. It's actually not a bad foundation. I'm gonna continue to use it because I did purchase them. It's not a must-have in my opinion. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm thinking about filming. I don't know if I'm gonna do it yet because all I have here is the vlog camera, and I'm literally going home tomorrow. But actually, I think I'll film it later in the week. But I have the new Huda Beauty foundation that I've been testing out for you guys. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll do a wear test tomorrow because I have a lot of meetings to go to. I think I'm just gonna do a wear test when I'm back at home because I feel like I'll just forget tomorrow and I'm gonna be like halfway asleep the entire day. Stay tuned for that one. I also have the LA Girl or the LA Colors, I think it's LA Colors, new foundation. But all the colors that I got look a little busted, so I don't know if the shades are gonna match me, but we will see. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it somewhat helpful. I know I kind of went back and forth. I don't know, I just feel like at the end of the day, I really have to think about the pros and cons and weigh them out. And to me, there was just more cons than pros. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video, which will be on Sunday. Bye guys.
AAA credits alright. Hang up the phone and let your heart break. Only